Welcome to Batuko TV right about now. It's me, still after right here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a crazy Saturday. As you guys know, it's gonna be massive in LA. That is Arsenal playing Manchester United, the game that everybody really longs for. It's preseason, as we know. It's not like the Premier League or Champions League, wherever, but just the rivalry is still there, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to see how we can preview this match. And it's just going to be live in SoFi Stadium, that is in the LA in the United States, which is the I feel like that stadium is the biggest stadium and it's the most expensive stadium in the US. It's the most fanciest, I would say. It's crazy. You guys, you should come there. It has AC in it. It has Wi-Fi, almost every single thing you want. The best stadium in the United States. And yeah, so Arsenal is going to be tackling it out just to see how far they have gone with their training for the season. And it's going to be here on Bartoko TV. We shall do the watch along because I'm not going to be able to go there. But let's see how the game would go. Now, we want to look at this game very closely. We know it's a preseason and all the best players that Manchester United and Arsenal have are not there. Actually, people who have been in Euros and people who have, some of the players who have been in Copa America are no longer there in um, I would say they're not going to play in the league, so it's just going to be some of the youngsters that Manchester United have brought and some of the youngsters that Arsenal have brought. But the report is also saying that Arsenal, as you guys know, three players joined in on the 25th. That is Gabriel, the two Gabriels, Magalesh and Martinelli joined, and the other guy that is Kai Havertz also joined the team, and they are really in form. You can see some of the pictures, like guys, they are enjoying the training. The training went so well today, and everything really seems to be on track, like the way Mikel Arteta wants it to be. Now, we also know that for sure, Manchester United came with some young stars as well, and they're missing some of the players that were involved in the English team. That is maybe the likes of Luke Shaw is not there, the like of Pelistri, the likes of Martinez, some of the best players that they have, maybe Bruno Fernandes, some of those players that you feel like they could have Manchester United in the preseason like this, they're also not there. Arsenal are also missing some of the players, including Declan Rice, Aaron Ramsdale, our main goalkeeper, that is Raya, Bukayo Saka, Starboy is also missing. So there are lots of key players that are missing in both of the teams. So we want to see how, yeah, the youngsters and some of the players that we have in the squad would really go with Arsenal and Manchester United. Competition is always a big game between Arsenal and Manchester United. You guys know it's entertaining and it's also, yeah, a good fit, as we can see. Now we want to look at the two press conferences that the two managers had. As we know, Mikel Arteta spoke today also ahead of the game that is going to happen today, actually Saturday at 8 p.m. USA time. Now, Mikel Arteta was asked the reason behind them choosing to play Manchester United, and that he was asked about some of the ways that Arsenal can really do better in this coming season to cope with the Manchester United rule, I would say, or conquering England under Pep Guardiola, and he was very frank that he said Arsenal has to be more than Manchester City. They have to get 114 points to win the Premier League. It almost is saying they have to win all their games because it seems like they have been very perfect in all of the other seasons, but it seems like nothing has been really helping at all. And it feels like some of the things that Arsenal have been doing, he was saying a very tiny margin. It feels like he has to really change certain things in yeah, in the life of Arsenal, and maybe talking a little bit more and tweaking some few things to help Arsenal to win the Premier League. But he's very optimistic that they're gonna go again this very season and really do their best to perform and make sure that they can win the game. Martin Odegaard was also there in the press conference. He was asked about missing on the Premier League and what he thinks about playing here in the US and stuff like that. So there were so many questions posed to them, and the main questions that really struck my heart was about the signing that they came out with. They were talking about some signings that they asked about Fury and Mikel Arteta. He said if anything happens, and you guys, you will be the first people to know. Always, he doesn't love to talk about players that are not with them, and you guys know. But he's saying, yeah, as Arsenal is, we know that they have to improve in many aspects. Their positions that they're shot in, and they want to really improve on such positions, and it's very clear that Arsenal are still in the game to bring in new players. They're in the market, but he doesn't really know if Califury or whatever is coming on. But Mikel Arteta with his views every time he says that. So he was also asked on one question that is on what will take to get ahead of Manchester City. uh, this is what he said: 114 points. If we do that, we will win the league. So that is what Mikel said. This is our objective, to perform very well there, and let's see what will happen, what can happen, really. That is what he's saying. So if you want to win the Premier League, you have to get 114 points. That is what Mikel Arteta is saying. So I agree with him, because the level that Manchester United and Arsenal are in right now, no, leave alone Manchester United, but Arsenal are in, is just very crazy that the games that they play, they don't get any reward. And I feel like Arsenal should have won the Premier League last season, and he also agrees with that. But he's saying it's very realistic that their target this coming season is definitely the Premier League. So that is what we really want to focus on. And uh, Jaden's, I mean, Manchester United coach also Eric Ten Hag spoke very clearly that yes, even if it's a preseason for him, he feels like they want to win the game, and that same thing Mikel Arteta said. It's still a preseason, but they still want to win, because winning breeds what we call encouragement. It gives determination, it gives you the energy and momentum, and when you go into the season, at least winning against your rival, even if it's preseason, it's going to be a big contest for all of the two teams, and he wants it to be on top of every single game. Each player has to be on top of it, and that's what Eric Ten Hag also spoke about, that he really wants his players to go on and play like they're playing in the Premier League. And even if he has young players, the likes of Jordan Sancho is there. And he talks about his main striker, that is Rashford. Rashford is coming back to his normal form, and he hope Rashford can score the goals that he scored 2 years ago. And he backed him so much. He liked him. So hopefully this season is going to change, and will make Manchester United look like a different team compared to any other Manchester United that they have seen. He's very confident that the players that they acquired, there's so many of them, like the like of ZC, Euro, those players that Manchester United got. They're really good players, and Manchester United are doing really well in the market. The only thing, some of those players are not going to be here in for the game. But also, we also know that if Manchester are not going to be there in for the game, they will still have a very good opportunity really to showcase against Arsenal tomorrow, or today at 8, to see if they can really score the goals that they feel like they're supposed to score in every single moment. So that is what we have for us as long as the preview is concerned, but that is how we can really make things change, and hopefully we can make things really work so well for those ones who follow us. Subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed yet. Let me know your prediction for the game. Do you think Arsenal is going to win, or do you think Manchester United will win? And we shall still have the watch along, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned. They're very imminent at 8 p.m. USA time. We shall be doing the watch along. So subscribe to the channel and be a part of the show, and we can talk about it. Now, my view on the game, I feel like this game, much as it's a preseason, it still has and holds the capacity that the game brings every single moment. So it's going to be a massive game. It will be really tough game for both teams, but it will also help us to see where Arsenal have gone on with the preseason. Looking at the game that that they played against Bournemouth, I feel like it was really a good contesting game. Bournemouth gave a hard time to Arsenal, and I feel like yeah, that's the same thing that is going to happen again to, yeah. Manchester United. It's still gonna be a big game, and yeah, it's big game and thousands of people watching. So massive, massive game, even if it's a preseason. So I go in for Arsenal. I would say maybe I give Arsenal like a 2-1 win over Manchester United. I know last season when they came here for the preseason, Manchester United beat Arsenal. That is 2-0, but that was last season. So this season, let's see if Arsenal can still yeah, really perform well to beat Manchester United, ladies and gentlemen. That should be a very, very good um, determination that we can see. So we make it really, really good for all our players to, especially the young ones who have not really been in the game. So it would be really good for them to test and see how they have reached in all aspects of their, I would say, uh, training. Now that is all I have for today. I would have given a striking. I mean, I would let me give you the starting 11. It's very difficult to predict. Looking at the Bournemouth game that Mikel Arteta came in, I feel like yeah, the likes of Gabriel, maybe Martinelli, and Kai Havertz may not start. They may come in the second half. I'm still going with the same defense that is Ben White, Kivio. I'm going with uh, in the center. I will still go with Timber and our main man that is Timber and what is this guy's name? I'm forgetting. What should I put? Should I put Magalesh to start with Timber, or should I put somebody? Yeah, let me know in the comment. Who would you play in the defense? Because I'm thinking like Kivio maybe and Timber could go in the middle of the defense, and then I will play just Zini on the left hand side, and then Ben White, and then in the midfield I would start with Odegaard. I will go with Wanyeri and Thomas Partey, and then in the striking line, I will still take Nketiah leading the line, maybe Gabriel is on the other side and Trossard on the other side. That's fairly a good lineup for me, looking at it. So let me know in your comment what you think about the lineup that I've made. So that is all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of Battle TV. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet and be part of it too. Don't forget, we're going to do a watch along for the game between Manchester United and Arsenal that is in SoFi Stadium. Subscribe. Thank you. One love. See you all.